right. I think we're in. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to our writing live stream. This week will be slightly shorter, just due to the fact that I have a show tomorrow. But like always, I wanted to set aside some time to dedicate it to writing. So that's what we're doing today. As always, sorry, trying to get my setup going as usual. But if you're new here, welcome. I'm Aziza, the graphic novelist, and we're here to do 25-minute writing sprints. If you're unfamiliar with writing sprints, what we do is that we spend 25 minutes focused on writing whatever we need. So whether it's a comic script, a manuscript for a book, a YouTube script, whatever you have, you focus for 25 minutes. And then at the end of 25 minutes, take a 5-minute break. And that allows us to kind of shake it off, refresh, and regroup for the next session. It's helpful but not required for you to make a goal at the beginning of the writing sprint. So you might have a goal to write like 100 words. And then by the end of that 25-minute session, you can report back or talk about how you did and see if you was successful or if you maybe struggled. It allows us to champion you and cheer for you if things have gone well. But if not, then it also allows us to sympathize with you because it is it's rough out here. It's hard to to work and write full time. It's hard to stay focused, and so that's kind of why we have these writing sprints. So as always, I always leave 5 minutes at the beginning for basically just for whatever, allowing people to come in, allowing people to get situated, get a drink of water, use the restroom, and then we jump right into the writing sprint. Normally, my writing sprints are 2 hours. Normally they're from 5:30 to 7:30 on Thursday evenings. However, like I said at the beginning, I have a convention tomorrow, my first one for the year, and I have a lot of prep to do because I was traveling for the holidays to see family. In addition, if you missed it, I'm super excited to say that I am part of a current Kickstarter for a fantasy comic anthology called Midnight Mystics. And so I'm trying to get some stuff prepared for that, which I wouldn't normally have. And then I'm actually selling 2 new books this show, which is exciting. Issue 3 of the Cincinnati Cabinet of Curiosities, as well as my own book, which I am super excited to have out and finally start getting into people's hands and hopefully see them, enjoying my story. But yeah, that's basically why this week's show is a little bit more abbreviated because, again, I wanted to set some time aside. I don't want to ever forget writing with everything that's going on. Sometimes you have to flex with how things are happening and unfolding. So this week, again, will be abbreviated. After this week, I feel like, unless something goes horribly wrong or I get pulled into some unexpected travel, we should be back to normal, to 2 hours every Thursday. But yeah, for this week, it'll be an hour. So with a minute left on the clock, what will I be working on this time? For me, it'll be getting ready for the show. I'm hoping part 2, the second 25-minute round, I'll be able to write my fantasy story, but I need to get a couple of things done in terms of making sure QR codes are correct and updating some of my social media stuff and my webpage. I'm behind on all of that. I've just been trying to do way too much, and so I want to make sure a lot of that more is locked in before the show tomorrow. Because I used to have like Twitter on my socials. I completely got rid of my Twitter bio, or my Twitter bio, my Twitter account, and then I was in and out of YouTube for like a year. And as you were here, and if you watched my channel, I've been really dedicating some time to YouTube, and I'm wanting to grow my subscribers and meet new people and have them and join us during our little community. So that's what I will be trying to update so that I know all of that stuff will be good to go for the show I'm doing starting tomorrow. So with that, yay, perfect timing. That's 5 minutes. We will move on to the writing session. Best of luck, and I will see you on the other side.
Hit pause on whatever you're listening to and hit play on your next adventure. Stay 3 nights this summer at Best Western and get
Um, I did pretty well. Again, I'm not writing as much today, so it's more administrative stuff. So, but yeah, I think it went really, really well. It's been really, really productive. Um, I don't know if my computer can honestly handle me editing my website while being live, so we are going to get a chance to write today. Yay! So, let me know in the comments below, or if you're doing this after, well, let me know in the chat if you're live and you're comfortable sharing your update or sharing how your progress went. If you're watching this after the fact, feel free to comment in the, I guess in the chat or the comments below, I guess in terms of the comments. I've never had anyone actually respond after the fact. Or maybe I have, but I don't remember. It's been a while. But I do check. I always check my comments. Again, I love to champion you and support you. So let me know how things went, even if you're watching this after I've gone off the air. I sound like a broken record, but again, today will only be an hour long. So the next round will be our last round for today. And again, if you're watching this after the fact, this is a one-off for this week. I'm hoping that next week and for the next several weeks to come, we'll be back to our regular scheduled 2-hour live stream. But today, for now, we are down to 1 hour. So the next session will be our last session for today. What else? For 3 minutes, so we have 3 minutes left on the clock before we start our next session. Feel free to get a drink of water, use the restroom. I will probably take a sip after we start back. But yeah, also feel free to share what other progress you've made outside of the live stream. For me, my big stuff has been the Kickstarter and my issue 1. I'm super excited to get issue 1 out the door, and then I'm excited to work on the script. Our Kickstarter is it's picking up some momentum, so I'm really hoping that we will be able to meet our goal. The Kickstarter, in case you're wondering, I guess I can put that in the chat as well. But our Kickstarter runs through June 19th, I think, till like midnight on June 19th. And it's exciting. The Kickstarter is a project that literally focuses and features not only Black female writers, but Black female comic artists, as well as Black publishers. So it's a wonderful project. I really hope that it makes it across the finish line. Since we have a minute, let's see. I will read out some of the descriptions. Mine as well, right? Let's see. So one of the stories comes from Stephanie Williams and Ryan Oakley, and it's called The Dragon's Mirror. And the blurb is: when an ancient dragon awakens beneath the city of Renians, only a young woman who has spent years burying her own fire can forge the bond needed to save them both. Which sounds amazing. Toshi J and Sally Lockhart bring us The Seekers. Their story is about a woman named Laylee. Laylee is on the run and finds herself in an abandoned castle on a stormy afternoon, where she meets a young witch named Raven. The two must work together to take down a small group of hunters called Seekers and escape with their lives. Fantastic, right? All these sound so amazing. They're short stories, so you get to go through all of these. There's 10 short stories included in the Kickstarter, so you get a nice little variety. This is the one that I also mentioned briefly kind of in my other announcement, but Lizzo Flo and Yasmin Wilder will be crafting a science fantasy story, so it's a little bit different. It's in the year 4009, Benny escapes Earth, arriving battered to Woe's Quartz, a pink utopian planet where black men have been free for eons. She experiences majestic healing and possibility, but is it enough? Sorry, I kind of murdered that, wouldn't I? Oh no! Well, that starts our last session. I might just do like a reading of all of them, right? I should probably do that. That'd be a really good idea. So, that'll be for video next week, a short probably. But anyway, let's get into it. Well, that's it for today. Welcome, by the way, Il. I didn't want to disrupt. I didn't know if anybody else was in there in the chat, so I didn't know. So I didn't want to just talk randomly and interrupt everyone's focus. That's awesome that you're doing a new series. Yeah, it's always interesting to see like why a show was canceled or what happened to a show. I can't remember what YouTube video it is, or channel it is. But this guy does like crazy deep dives on like why the waiting queue at Disney has changed, and what's the other one? Some are like defunct malls or defunct attractions. So I always find that stuff really interesting. So I look forward to seeing your video. Yeah, I hate to end early. I got a lot done though. I was able to figure out some of the stuff on my website, so I just need to finish that stuff up. I am too. Yeah, since we switched to Thursdays, it's been a lot better. But I know originally I was doing Wednesdays, so I'm glad you're still able to stop by on a Thursday. It's always that day like right before Friday, and I'm excited. Yeah, usually for a show like this, I would take like a half day, and then go and set things up in the afternoon, and then start. I think the show opens at 4. But yeah, I'm so behind and I have so much to do that I actually ended up taking a full work day off, which stinks. But I feel like I need the time and I need the rest. So I'm gonna put my best foot forward. You know, you don't want to go into a show and be like, oh my gosh, I hate being here. So yeah, that's the reason why today's session is shorter. I also I have videos to edit. Super proud. My Delta Room playthrough has been doing super well, which is amazing. You'd love to see a video do well. I need to go and do comments for that as well. I am too. I feel like a lot of people who are like starting their YouTube journey probably for the past like 5 years, it has kind of been eye-opening. Like this is a platform where you can be creative and kind of flex your creative muscles, and share it with people, right? You can find like-minded friends and individuals who either like love your art or love your stories or love your playthroughs. So YouTube's kind of amazing. It's even more amazing since, I don't know, you're a little bit younger than me, Il, but you might remember the world before YouTube, and it was so different. It's kind of crazy to think how YouTube changed everything. Yeah, rest it's super important. And I loved this past weekend. It was great to see all my friends and family, but yeah, travel always just drains me. So this whole week I've been making sure I'm getting to bed early, making sure I'm like eating well, but I'm very, very tired. Like I can feel it. Fortunately, I worked out earlier this morning, so I went up to work out, but I still need to figure out like what I'm gonna wear. I found most of my stuff for the show, but I need to like pull out all of my product and put it in bags and get everything ready. So thank you very much. I don't know if I'm gonna go see Superman. I might wait for it to be on streaming services. Yeah, I don't know. This is a controversial take. Don't judge me. But I'm actually not a big Superman fan, like in general. I've always been more of a Batman girl, so there's a part of me that feels like the new movie looks really, really good, but I don't know if I'm gonna go see it. I also been meaning to ask you if you saw the Minecraft movie, because my sister and her family went to go see it, and she said she actually loved it. Like as an adult, she loved the Minecraft movie and thought it was hilarious. So that just came to HBO Max, and maybe sometime this weekend, maybe on Sunday when I'm like wrapping everything up, I might watch the Minecraft movie and see. But I was wondering if you had seen it yet or not, because I know we talked about like video game movies and stuff like that. So So yeah, you have to let me know. You have to let me know if you've seen it, if you enjoy it. But yeah, with that, I have a bit more wiggle room today because I'm not like trying to rush to go get dinner. Yeah, yeah, it is good to see Superman shine. But I'll have to catch up with you off stream. If let me know though how your prep went. For everyone who's joining, because we actually had a couple people pop in and out. It looks like it's funny because you get to see like in the analytics if people like snuck in or not. So I understand if you just popped in to lurk or just to work and then pop out because the evenings are also as hard just in general because you might have other stuff to do. But yeah, I will wrap this up. Thank you so much for joining me. Look forward to Deltarune Chapter 1 Part 3 coming. And then, yeah, next week, if all goes well, nothing pops up, I will see you again for our next live stream. So with that, I'm going to sign off, and I will talk to you later. Also, let me know in the comment section below if you enjoy the new music. I enjoy it a lot more, but I didn't know if it was more distracting as well. So that would be good to get feedback because so I might try to start finding more music that's like this is more like upbeat in the evenings because coming home from work and working is hard. But anyways, this is a long outro. I apologize. I'll see you guys later. Bye.